Hi, I'm Ray.
And I'm Saren.
We're your Spider Baby hosts from To Know Her Is to Fear Her, a Spider-Woman podcast, as well as proud members of the collective.
You're listening to Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks. Enjoy the show.
Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Don't miss out on our comic book creator interviews, including our monthly Chichester chats with comic book legend D.G. Chichester, superhero movie brackets in our search for the worst comic book movie of all time, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/capesandlunatics. Hope to see you there.
This is Luca Perich, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics podcast.
Diggity dank.
Hello and welcome back to another week of Nightwing News. I am Phil, joining you as always, it is.
Hello, I'm Kristen.
And today we'll be covering I was going to say classic, but I mean, they're not that old. They're like, what, 11 years old?
Yeah.
Yeah, another good one. It's Batman 700 and Detective Comics 866. Both Batman Reborn was, I think was Batman, so just get the Robin back, man. Alright, so I don't think we have any news. Sometimes that music. Yeah, I don't think there's any news. Did we mention last time Dick's gonna be teaming up with Jonathan Kent in February?
No, because the announcement came the day after we did the recording.
I can't remember. I do so many recordings, but yes, so
you do, that's true.
Tom Taylor's do. Yes, since Tom Taylor writes both books, it'll be easy. We're going to get in the February Nightwing issue and the Superman Son of Kal-El book. We're finally going to get that Dick Grayson, Jonathan Kent team up. So, in January is the issue. And January is the issue where it's one long image. So.
I hope he goes to Dick for romantic advice.
Maybe. Hey, he would know about the dating habits of alien life forms.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I was going to say, maybe we'll get the sales up on January's Nightwing issue. You know, keep one to read, kids, and then one to take apart and just, like, do, like, a border around your room of all the whole Nightwing.
Yeah, well, I mean, how many... You might have to buy more than... I wonder how many you would need to buy to be able to do that.
Oh, that's right. I wonder if it's going to be front and back. Some of those pages are going to be front and back.
Yeah, so...
If you want to keep one to read, kids, you might need 3 copies.
I guess we'll find out in January,
You're welcome, Tom Taylor. Yes, everyone go buy 3 copies.
Does it have any variant covers? Then you could get one of each.
Maybe. Yeah, but if you're going to rip 1 or 2 apart, what's the point?
Well, you know.
I know.
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Blow it up. All right. You ready to talk these issues?
Yes, the 3 Batman. I feel a little bit like Damian Wayne right now because I'm sitting here petting my cat, but thankfully my other hand is not bloody.
No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die. All right, so yes, giant-sized anniversary issue, Batman 700, by that madman, Grant Morrison. Man, I like it when they used to print the date on the cover. Way back to South.
Well, it's probably what, 2010 maybe?
Oh, it's saying June 9th, 2010, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So 6/9/2010, take a drink, Lilith. We get the Tale of 3 Batmen. Bruce Wayne, Dick Grayson, and Damian Wayne. One impossible crime. Can you crack the case? Time in the Batman?
Totally.
Dun, dun, dun.
Crack that case wide open.
Oh my.
Hey, Professor Nichols, is that going back? That's some Golden Age stuff right there.
Oh, I know that. I think that was like Grant Morrison even said that was like one of his goals on his time on Batman is like he wanted to like make everything count from Detective 27 to the present. It's like it all happened, even if it, some of it was an hallucination, like when Batman was in a machine or something. It all all kind of happened.
Yep.
So
I appreciate that.
Because Dr. Hurt did one, but this seems like a different one where it's
No, yeah, well, Professor Nichols is a good guy.
Yeah. But yeah, we see Joker, Riddler, Scarecrow, Mad Hatter tormenting Batman, Dick Grayson, Robin, and Catwoman.
Although they're not tormenting Catwoman as much.
No, but I think they're kind of seeing she's like betraying them.
Yeah.
But I see what they did here. Mad Hatter doesn't usually look that way. They drew him like his 66.
Yeah, he's a 60s guy. Yeah.
And stay tuned, kids. In 2022, we'll be covering some Batman 66 episodes.
Not a Mad Hatter episode, but I guess we could go in and add one.
There's always time.
So yeah, they're making jokes and this kind of stuff. But yeah, the thing is, with Professor Nichols in the Golden Age, Professor Nichols would send them back in time.
Oh yeah, okay.
Of course, the somewhat weird thing is, in the Golden Age, Professor Nichols was friends with Bruce Wayne. So Bruce Wayne and Dick Grayson would go over to Professor Nichols' house, and he'd be like, "Hey guys, you want me to..." He wouldn't really put them in a time machine. It was like he'd be like, "Hey, you guys want to go on a time journey?" And they're like, "Yeah, sure." And so then he hooks him up to his thing, and they go, but they're not. I mean, they turn into Batman and Robin when they go, but yeah, Professor Nichols sends them back as knows Bruce Wayne and Dick Grayson in the Golden Age.
Wow, I didn't know that was going to work.
Of course it works. It's comic books.
That's right. But I love how Mad Hatter's hooking Dick up. He's like, "Let me out of this. I'll clean your clock, Joker. And all the rest of you, too." But they're talking about getting rid of Professor Nickel, I guess. And Riddler's like, "Do we need him to run the machine?" It's a maybe machine. It generates visions of how things might have been. Oh, Lord. Batman tells Joker, maybe use it. Maybe you'll see what would happen if you weren't going to spend the rest of your life in jail. I can see Adam West saying that. Yeah,
Batman's so funny.
Adam West would definitely say that. "Try it, you fiend."
Yeah, probably he would.
But this is definitely comic book Batman. He's like, "It takes the professor 3 minutes to reset the equipment. I'll be out of these restraints in 2.
That's right.
And then somehow, Joker's talking to a rubber rooster.
A rubber chicken.
Well, he calls him Mr. Rooster, though.
Yeah, but then he's talking about crossing the road.
So what's the difference between a Joker or a chicken and rooster? Chicken nuggets? Oh.
Like, a rooster's male and a chicken's female, obviously.
Oh, I meant that. That's I meant Joker nuggets. Come on.
Where's the Joker nuggets?
Thank you, Russell.
What was that?
Where's the Joker nuggets?
He sent us that in our feedbacks in the One Shadow the Bad episode. Batman's interrogating the guy looking for the Joker, and the guy's name was Nuggets.
That's just creepy.
But it just sounds funny when you string it all together and you just get...
Where's the Joker nuggets?
Yeah, but that's terrifying, truthfully.
Yeah.
Terrifying.
Oh, Lord. And then Joker's like, "You guys don't, have no imagination. I'm going to send Batman back to the day he was born. Or Batman himself will be given one last heartbreaking chance to abort the demons that drove him to be, and thus undo his own creation."
But then Robin says, "No Batman means no Robin, no Joker, no Scarecrow, or Riddler, or Catwoman. Not even you could be that crazy."
Uh-huh.
And he's like,
So is Joker hinting around that he knows who's under the mask? Because he's even said before, he's like, "I don't care who you are under the mask." He's like, "That's not the real you." All he cares about is Batman.
It's true.
The one and only Batman. And we see Bruce just all of a sudden is out of his restraints.
That would only take him 2 minutes.
That's right. He's like, "Your insane plan would never work, Joker, else none of us would be here tonight."
Because that's what Robin was just saying.
Mm-hmm.
And then he kicks him in the face. I like how when you get down to the fight scene, you see Catwoman running away in the background. She has sense. She's like, I'm going to leave.
Oh, this is such a 66 episode. Batman shaking off that fear gas yet, pal? And Dick says, Joker's breath was worse. Joker breath was worse.
Well, Joker was, like, right up in his face. Gross.
That's when Gordon and the cops get there.
Put it on his head. Joker put the thing on.
Yeah, he tells the professor, get me out of here. The crucifixion, the children's crusade, Vietnam. Just send me somewhere funny. Oh, jeez. Grant Morrison and his ideas. Because the cop. Oh, that's supposed to be Chief O'Hara.
Heck yeah, it is.
Biggest pop crime bust since the Two-Face, Clayface, No-Face, False-Face team.
A lot of faces. But really, Chief O'Hara should have said, Mother McCree!
Faith in Megora.
Yes, Megora. That's a real missed opportunity there.
So Grant Morrison was definitely channeling some Batman 66 here.
Yeah, it's awesome.
But the professor's like, I'll set everything right after you're gone. So then Dick and Bruce are talking in the Batmobile. And then Dick's like, what would stop Professor Nichols from sending you back in time in the way they get in the way of the gunman who killed your mom and dad? But even then, Tony Zuko would still kill my mom and dad, right? Maybe I'd have become Batman.
What would happen to all the people we've saved?
Yeah, he's like, there's no choice, Robin. We are what we are, and we can't change what already happened. As for what the future holds, I have a feeling that find that out whether we want to or not.
I like it when they do that with Batman. I mean, I understand. Obviously, I can't talk, never having lost my parents at a young age, but I appreciate it when Batman is like, yeah, well, I just gotta deal with the hand I'm dealt, because it just really is aggravating sometimes when
we beat that horse.
People write Batman as if given the opportunity, he would 100% go back and keep his parents from dying and not be Batman. And I find that very annoying after he has built up, all of these allies and built up this whole family. Sometimes he would be like, yeah, sorry, if I could have my mom and dad, I would just totally peace out on all of you.
I'm just sick of every writer doing it every 2 seconds, like Bat dealing with their parents. It's like, can we just forget about it for a year? It's like, come on.
Because I like to think that Bruce would not do that. Maybe before he got the first Robin, maybe before he got Dick, but now that he's had all of these Robins and allies, surely he realizes he has a lot to live for.
They just, I don't know, certain writers just like him to wallow in that pain, and it's just like, yeah, just get over it.
Well, yes. I'd like to emphasize that he is not healthy.
I know. He's a model of mental health.
Only sometimes. All right.
Then we flash forward to today.
And now, it's Professor Nichols.
It's a locked room murder mystery.
Particularly because this Professor Nichols is older than he should be.
Yep. And Gordon's like, shot in the head, shot in the heart, no sign of the weapon, a smile on his face, and this on the chair beside him. Seemed like your territory.
Yep.
I love this as Dick and Damian are coming down the steps, and Dick Batman asks the one officer, Officer Bailey, how's Max? And he's like, oh, we're hoping to get him out of the wheelchair soon. Thanks for asking. So asking about people's families and stuff. So yeah, this isn't Bruce. So see, it's like Bruce has the memory and like stuff that he could have like known all the cops and their history and their families and stuff. He just didn't bother to take the time. Dick actually takes the time.
Well, or he might know, but he doesn't want him to know that he knows. That it's like, I have this information about you, but I don't want you to know that I know.
That's true, but we know that Bruce knows that they don't know.
Okay. Yes.
Damian, what's this have to do with us? Yeah, but Dick's like, the wound's clean, cauterized, medications, Exelon for dementia. This thing is, Carter Nichols would be in his 60s. This man is 80 at least.
Then they're in their flying Batmobile.
Yep, going down the river. They stop in Crime Alley.
Yep.
Dick leaving a wreath at this place the Waynes were shot. Because Dick's telling Damien, this is where your grandparents were shot and killed. Yeah.
Yeah, well, only because Bruce leaves a wreath every year, so they're doing it this year.
Yep.
And then he says, community crime fighting, and then we get this guy, yo, Batman, bad dude's headed your way.
Yo, Batman. And what does this Batman pull out? The sticks. I love
Boom.
This. Yeah.
They beat those guys up. Like I said, community crime fighting.
I just love the top of that page. He's holding them sticks, and he goes, remind me to pack these again. Wow.
Yeah. It's like, I miss my sticks.
Seriously. Oh, Lord. And then I guess they're talking to a pimp and a prostitute, Serena. She's saying she found out about this underworld auction. Mr. Freeze let it slip as he was giving me frostbite and called me Nora. The mutants got the message that Crime Alley's off limits tonight.
Tonight is Bat Night.
Spread the word. We're watching you. Oh, my Lord. Look at that grin on Dick's face.
That's pretty intense. He's like in a toothpaste commercial.
We're watching everybody.
They play, I always feel like somebody's watching me. And then we have a change in the art.
Yeah, well, big anniversary issue. They usually get a couple artists on these, yeah.
Yeah.
Show them in the Batmobile, and then they show them just a different, they're busting up one gang, they're saving people from fire, then they're, sitting in a coffee shop or something.
Yep. And then, boom, they bust into the auction.
Hat Man. Oh, yeah, they're auctioning off Joker's legendary joke book.
And then...
Damien. I won 8 fights, I rescued 15 people, and as soon as I track down the locked room killer, I'll have proved my point without a doubt. I'd make a better Batman than you. And Dick,
the worst Batman ever.
You know why? There's no locked room killer. So he's like, think about it. An amateur time traveler, older than he should be, on medication, dead in a closed room with a portable laser borehole in his chest. Couple of box says it was suicide. How am I supposed to follow your insane leaps of logic? Exactly. Maybe when you do, you'll be good enough to be Batman. Trust me, it'll all make sense one day.
It makes sense to him because he, experienced the Professor Nichols earlier. So it's partially about experience, Damien. You got to get that life experience under your belt.
Well, then, meanwhile, in the future, we see Damien Batman.
Yup. Trying to get that joke book again.
Trying to tell me where your boss took the baby and the old man, and I'll break your neck clean.
Yeah, it's and it says the Joker venom is coming down in the rain. It's pretty intense.
Yep. Side of Grant Morrison. Someone seeded the clouds with laughing death because he's calling Barbara, who's commissioner now, and she's like, I don't trust you, but right now, I need what you've got, Batman. Yep. Oh, seems like this Batman has a brother eye.
Mm-hmm. Well, got it from his dad. It's something that happened, so it's there.
Yep, and he basically fries these mutants. Oh, Lord, but Two-Face 2. Yeah,
which is really weird.
He almost has a little small face growing out of the side of his head. Yeah, look, it looks like they Joker venomed a baby or a young kid.
No, that's super creepy.
He's not a twin. His mom and dad are blue-collar workers, not software billionaires. You stole the wrong baby. As we'll find out at the end of this story. It's like the Joker's joke book, so what's up? Monster serum, Joker venom, calendar names, no ideas of your own? That's when Damien sees Professor Nichols. And they came to rescue him from all this. I'm Carter Nichols, Batman, a younger Carter Nichols by some 15 years, it must be said.
Boom.
I guess he leaves a note. He says, if you can't figure it out on your own. Oh, Lord. And then he's like, you gotta let me go. Someone still wants to go back and make that mysterious tip-off call to the police.
Back in the day.
Yep, way back during the Bruce and Dick story, yep. But then Damien gets to the kid and says, Gordon, he's safe. You can tell Warren and Mary McGinnis, their baby's safe.
He doesn't look that safe, though. He looks pretty creepy.
I know, but I guess he's alive. Well, it gives him the anti-venom or whatever it is. He has saved little Terry McGinnis. Happy New Year, Commissioner. Tomorrow belongs to Batman. I don't know who.
Yeah, so I assume that then this is Damian who's the one sitting in the Batcave.
I would assume, because you would assume Bruce is dead at this point. Yeah, they really don't make it too clear. I mean, I would assume.
Right, because in the comic, or I mean, in the show, it's Bruce, but they did Batman Beyond before Damian was brought into continuity, right?
And when it's Bruce is like 80 years old. I mean, that, I don't know. I mean, if that's Damian, he looks old, but I don't know if he looks 80. Yeah, they really.
No, he can't be 80. I mean, Terry would be like 60.
So that's not clear, but I'm pretty sure. I think that's Damian.
Yeah, I mean, that'll be my guess. Being Batman ages you fast, maybe.
And then they just start giving you like pages of like all these future Batmen.
Yep.
Including Batman 1 million.
Yep.
Who we saw in this.
Robin 1 million.
Scroll down. And then Gordon lighting up the signal. We get a splash page of Dick and Damian.
700 more.
Then we get a bunch of pinups.
That's a creepy Joker.
What, the Joker?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's some good ones in here.
And then they go and show you the Batcave.
Oh, yeah.
And there's the fireman's poles.
Yeah, they give you the garage level, sea level. It must be what story is that? There's another issue where they give you like they do that, but they show you like, Dick's cave, like at the under the tower.
Yeah, the bunker. Yeah, I forget which one that is. Well, and there's also sub-levels that aren't pictured.
Yep.
Crime Lab, the gymnasium, the training grid, the JLA teleporter, the generator, the storage for out-of-rotation Batmobiles, and then sub-level 7, purpose known only to Batman. Dun, dun, dun.
There's kryptonite.
Oh, snap. Pretty crazy.
Pretty crazy. Alright. So, did you like that one?
Yeah, it's good.
I mean, we got some Dick as Robin, we got some Dick as Batman.
Yep.
Helped us highlight.
And I kind of like Damian's Batman outfit. I think it's very fitting for Damian.
Yeah.
It's kind of the coat, so to speak.
Yeah, instead of like
That's
the
pretty
cape,
cool.
it's like a trench coat, yeah.
Yeah. Now it kind of flares, so that's what his cape is. It's pretty snazzy.
Oh yeah, and it helps visually set him apart from Bruce and Dick, yeah.
Yep. For sure.
Alright, you want to get to Detective 866?
Yeah, I mean, for sure, I loved this one more. Look at the cover, it's so cute.
Look, we get Dick on the cover twice. As Batman and Robin.
Yep. This one cracks me up because of the imitation of the Golden Age.
Oh, the Joker cover?
Well, no, yeah, that Joker cover, but in the issue, you have that imitation of the Golden Age.
Oh, yeah.
And that's cute.
Because this story is by Denny O'Neil. But, I mean, how stupid are these? It opens up with Dick as Batman confronting these three punks. They're like, we ain't afraid of you.
Well, they gotta talk a big game.
Yeah. But yeah, Dick's at this house looking for something, but he's like, yeah, get out of my way, and, I'll pretend I didn't see you.
But because it's an old, dilapidated house, when he's beating these people up, crack! Ow! Boom! He fell into, I don't know, the basement, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And he finds a medallion.
Yeah. And again, we get another.
Then we go back, new art style to.
Get another flashback, yes, to the past, years earlier.
Yep.
We get the Joker.
Showing up at this house that is now dilapidated. With a gun, and he's like, don't worry, it's a fake gun, until it isn't.
Yeah, bang flag the first time, and then it shoots out the flag into the guard's head.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's looking for the art collection in this house. A Picasso, Monet, and Van Gogh. Picasso, Monet, and Van Gogh sounds like a law firm. And we see
that Joker. Laugh a minute.
Yep, we see Joker holding the same medallion.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but not only is this in the past, this isn't just any night, because Dick's like, that was the night when Bruce and I first went out on patrol together.
Yes. Look at that old-timey car. What are we doing? Police scanner. A guy who looked like a clown robbed a jewelry store and escaped on foot.
Pretty fancy
neighborhood.
Yeah. You think the clown is this Joker?
And then Bruce's face, like,
No.
And then that picture where Dickley has, like, the weird little chin curl, that is, like, so Golden Age right there. That one cracks me up. Like, that little line of the 4 down there. It's, like, really excellent channeling of the Golden Age.
But Dick's like, something wrong, and Bruce is like, we just drove past the place where my parents were killed. So we already got 2. That's the second reference to it. They spot his parents were killed. Take a drink, love.
Yeah. But then here where he says, I don't know what to say, and Batman's like, nothing is what you say. Like, calm down, Batman, he's a kid.
Don't test me, boy. And this woman runs out in the street. Help. The man over there in the uniform, I think he's dead. He's been shot in the head. Oh, I think he's dead.
Batman, he is.
Couldn't be a coincidence. Robin's like, couldn't be a coincidence, huh? And then Batman runs in the house. He's like, call an ambulance, then wait for me in the car. Don't let yourself be seen.
Except that lady already saw him. But I know he wants him to hide from the Joker.
Yes, but in the house, we see, I'm guessing the owner of the house comes out with a flaming sword and says, you have desecrated the medallion of Saint Dumas.
You think that's supposed to be Azrael? Or doesn't he kind of look like that?
Maybe. I'm thinking it might be Jean Paul's dad. Because his dad was like with the Order. I think he was Azrael before Jean Paul, so it might be his dad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Batman comes in and the guy's trying to cut him up with the sword. Because he's saying the medallion will be protected, and Batman's like, I'm not after the medallion, I'm just trying to stop the Joker. And the guy with the sword says, well, you could have fooled me. But now Batman's fighting him.
I don't understand why he doesn't go in and say that. Like, Batman says enough, and then he says to the San Dumas guy, put it down. Like, he should immediately say, hey, let's stop the Joker. So, like, that's a little bit on Batman. He really buried the lead there.
I think again, Bruce isn't the biggest talker, and 2, I think it was more like, hey, put down the sword, I'm not letting you cut the Joker in half.
Right, but then instead...
Yeah, he gets into a fight.
The Joker's like, bye!
So Dick follows the Joker. Batman puts down the Order of St. Dumas guy. Dick's like, Bruce told me not to be seen, but he wouldn't object to a little surveillance. He's like, the Joker's doesn't even seem to be in a hurry.
It's just taking a stroll.
Yeah, then Joker runs into some guy. The guy, I ought to pound you. You ought to give me a British monetary unit? Hey, that'd be keen, but where would I spend it? That's when the Joker slipped the gold chain into Loomis's pocket. And Dick's like, I didn't see it. Maybe because I was stewing about something else. I still had the circus skills I learned from my father as he's swinging from tree to tree and then running up the fence. I had the training I received from Bruce, and I could see where he was heading. He tackles the Joker. He's like, a stupid thing to do, but I did it anyway. Even the Joker can be surprised, and that's probably why I succeeded. He's just punching Joker.
Well, he, jumped on his back, so...
Yep.
It's tied him up for the cops, but I didn't know, not then, that other things were going on.
Yep. The
cops stopped the guy, and they found the gold chain in his pocket. Mm-hmm. So that's how Dick knows. He doesn't know Joker was sticking the gold chain in the guy's pocket, but he knows afterwards, he must have stuck it in.
Yeah. I mean, again, this was Dick's first night on the job. But yeah.
Also, I think, why? Why did they arrest the St. Dumas guy? Isn't that his house? The Joker comes into his house, and he's trying to defend himself, and then Batman also comes into his house, and now he's the one arrested?
Yeah, I don't know.
Seems kind of confusing.
Unless they're just we're taking you downtown until we can sort this out. But then, was it the St. Dumas guy who had an explosive capsule in his clothes? But yeah, they crashed.
Yeah, he says Batman's sparring partner, so
that van crashes, and this guy and the Joker get away. And the Joker got away. It was the last anyone saw of them for a long time.
So I guess maybe he was not the dude who owned the house. He's a different guy.
Maybe he worked for...
Because he says that'd make the guy who owned the art collection a member of this order. It would. And he's like, do I have to talk to you about foolishly endangering yourself? What a dad move, Batman. It's no.
And then it's the Joker and the St. Dumas guy got away, but Not the guy who they caught with the chain. His name was Loomis, and he fell prey to the toughest, smartest district attorney in the country, Harvey Dent. Poor Loomis never had a chance.
Yeah, so he got all that time because they said he was the one who murdered the guard.
Yeah, he got 25 to life.
Even though I don't understand, I mean, again, whatever, Gotham City, but they put Joker in jail, and clearly, couldn't you tell that the guy was murdered with a flag in his head that said bang? I mean, it feels like, and Batman and Robin could have testified. I don't know. There feels like there's a lot of holes in this story.
Unless they think that guy was working with the Joker, I don't know.
Maybe. I mean, I guess partly it's that this is not the 60s show, and so I don't think Batman and Robin get to testify in open court.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
So, yeah, back in prison, Dick's like, Loomis was a model prisoner, and he got out early, paroled last week. So
yeah, the case bugged me over the years. Too many loose ends. Yeah, that's one way of putting it.
Yeah. So Loomis is staying in this flop house in Crime Alley. Yep. So Dick goes to see him. He's like, Loomis is like, I've done plenty of bad things in my life, but I got sent up for what I didn't do. I was real bitter, but I got over it. Did study with a local college. Got a degree in philosophy.
I know. One of old Freddie Nietzsche's ideas. Freddie.
He called it love or fate. I understand it to mean accepting life as it is, even loving life as it is, maybe. What do I know? I'm just an old ex-cons, eh? And Batman's like, you're pale and shaky, you need a doctor? He's like, nah, I'm way past medicine. Last Sawbones looked at me and told me not to start anything I couldn't finish in 5 minutes.
That's intense.
But he's like, yeah, what, you want to talk about that night before I die? He's like, yeah, I was watching the Joker from the moment he left the mansion till I took him down. I didn't see him ditch the medallion. I was waiting for this guy to say, oh, yeah, wait a minute, you were Robin that night. But he doesn't. I mean, I could see him like saying, oh, yeah, I know, the new Batman was the old Robin. Okay, I see it now, because this guy's going to die in 5 minutes, so. He's like, I didn't see it.
Like, okay, maybe the medallion's still there. So then that's where he goes.
This Joker guy left it in the mansion? Of course, that didn't make much sense, unless he planned to go back for it. And Dick's like, a lot of the Joker's actions don't make sense. Maybe the medallion's still there in the mansion. But Dick's like, I've already been through there twice, but I've been known to miss stuff sometimes. So Dick swings off, and that's where we get to the beginning of the issue, facing those guys.
Yeah, I guess.
What would Bruce do? I had no idea. So I did what I'd do and blundered ahead.
Yeah.
So now these goons are like, you think he's dead? Gotta be. Because if he ain't, we ought to run. But don't worry, he's dead. Gotta be. Then Dick's just standing behind them, or not.
They go, because they're in the basement. And he's like, okay, you gotta go. We report that the medallion is here in the house.
Oh man, this is so pure Bruce. You will go to the police and report that the missing medallion from the Loomis case is here in the debris. You will confess your crimes. You will lead the police to your accomplices. If you disobey me, I will find you. Do you know what will happen then? And the guy's like, no. And
yeah.
And Batman's just gone.
Yeah, that is super Bruce. Yeah, he was really channeling that, yeah.
Yeah, because he even thinks, could Bruce himself have played that any better? Dick doesn't think so.
Yeah.
Crime is not paying. Not here. Not tonight.
And I like this. His mission has become one of mercy, not vengeance, and that pleases him. Then he sees something he doesn't believe he's seeing. He's near exhaustion. Can he trust his senses? The Joker? Dick blinks, and he's gone. So was it really the Joker?
So he goes in to tell Loomis he found the medallion. Nobody will ever doubt your innocence ever again. Mr. Loomis?
It was the Joker.
Yeah, 'cause he's dead and he's got that Joker face. That's a pretty dark ending.
Yeah, and I guess it's just because the Joker is who he is, but it feels like it's not really that necessary for him to.
Again, it's a Batman story, but it's like, wouldn't it have been better if the guy just like died in his sleep peacefully or something?
I just feel like the Joker doesn't really need to go and kill the guy. I mean, seriously, is the Joker that worried about? I mean, it's not as though the Joker hasn't murdered a bunch more people since then.
I mean, and it's like, I don't know. I get the Joker's the Joker, but they almost like paint him on the level of Bruce, where it's like, oh, he knows everything. He knows where everyone's at. He knows everything that's going down in town, and it's just like, okay. I think
the thing with this one is this is a good story if you don't think about it too hard.
Yeah.
Like, the art is cute. I think it's fun how they do how they kind of do the Golden Age art.
Yeah.
In there. So, like, I like the switching art thing. But yeah, as Dick even says, he's thinking about holes in the story. Like, there's definitely things where you think, why did they not figure this out? Like, hello, they know the Joker, and it feels like a very Joker thing that a dude was killed with a bang flag.
Yeah, I know.
That is, like, so Joker. But whatever.
All right. So which one did you say you like this one better?
Yeah, I like this one. I mean, even though it has, like, holes and stuff in it, I like this one better because of the Golden Age stuff.
And Dick had more to do back in the flashback in this one.
Exactly.
All right. So, anything else on these?
No, I'm good. Which one did you like better?
That's hard. Again, there were holes in this one. I don't know. It's close. I might have to give it to Batman 700 just because Grant Morrison tried to tie all the Batman past, present, future in, and I don't know. I thought he did a lot with Dick, in the early flashback, and then, just, having him bring the sticks back out.
For sure.
Just kind of showing the evolution of Dick Grayson.
Yes.
All right. So, you know what we're doing next week?
Red Brother Week.
That's right, because we'll be doing, new issue, the Nightwing Annual will be out next week, and we'll be covering classic Red Robin number 13. And the year's almost done, kids, because in 2 weeks we'll be doing our Christmas episode, Nightwing 64. And then, of course, the last episode of 2021, we'll be covering Grayson, Annual number 3.
Time is slipping by so fast.
But never fear, kids, we'll be back in 2022 also. Get it?
Let's hope 2022 is even better than 2021. 2021 was not as big of an improvement over 2020 as we had all hoped.
In the past, we did 119 episodes. This is the 120th episode. In the future, we will do many, many more. So email us, capesandlunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail, 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, you can follow Nightwing News on Facebook, on Twitter. Find links to all the social medias for all the shows we do. Links to the YouTube channel. Oh, hey, please remember to follow the Bloodhaven Bulletin, our Nightwing Facebook fan group. That, all the social medias, the YouTube channel. Again, most importantly, Patreon. We are not billionaires like some people, so if any contribution will help, but you get exclusive content there, creator interviews. We're going to be doing movie reviews in 2022. And a lot more. So, yes, please, if you can, contribute to the Patreon or buy yourself some Capes and Lunatics or Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks merch. Find links, again, to all of it, all in one place. That's Linktree, linktr.ee/Capes and Lunatics. And, as I always say, remember, if you want to play favorites, go pick up Dick Grayson, Boy Wonder on Amazon. Favor one person over everyone else. Yes, go pick up Dick Grayson, Boy Wonder. It's great. Again, you can talk about the past, present, the future of Dick Grayson, all of it. All right, so let's get out of here. Again, next week in the future, the new Nightwing Annual and Red Robin number 13. And then in 2 weeks, what is this, Young Justice? The end credits, we just focus on the comic.
Yes, I'm just trying to mix it up.
I need some slower music then. No, I like that.
It's not. It's our mascot, Nightwing Cat.
I'm telling you, this reminds me of the end of the episode of Young Justice. All right. Past, present, and future wingers. again, remember, join us next week.
Same Wing Channel.
Nightwing News. Me? Wow.
Nice one.
I am Connor from the House of L.
And I am Ray from the House of Zod.
We are two of the many, many survivors of Krypton's destruction, and we have made our home in Australia, and dare I say, have become Australians, for better or worse. But we have also decided to read Superman comics, read Superman books, watch Superman shows, cartoons, movies, basically everything Superman, and from an Australian perspective as well. Whether you're a seasoned fan, like me,
Or whether you are coming in fresh, wide-eyed and wanting to learn more like me, then this podcast is for you. Join us for our bi-weekly adventures available on all good podcast catchers.
so just search for Last Sons of Krypton, a Superman podcast. We'll be coming to you from Australia or some cosmic dimension, wherever we are that week. Up,
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 and away.